95. You see, so the problem here is that we should talk activity side, and it also has a positive side. You should talk on both sides. Like Mr. Ben said, you have to filter the wrong from the right.
Exactly.
You see, so we shouldn't just filter only the wrong, because you will not get the real result. If you are doing an experiment, you have to bring both chemicals together. You can't mix one chemical and get the result. You understand?
Yeah.
So you have to bring both chemicals, mix it together, and get results. So what he's saying that we shouldn't focus on only the negative side, even if it's just one positive. Like one thing he has done, we should also talk about it and give kudos to him, encourage him to do more better.
The positive side will speak for itself. So what Mr. Ben is doing, even though sometimes I disagree with him, what he's doing is criticizing those negatives, which is absolutely right. And that is what a lot of Nigerians do not like. They don't like that accountability. Even if it's 90-10, that 10% that is not doing that, it should be subject to scrutiny. Even the 90% is doing, we should also be subject to scrutiny. And this is what some of his fans don't like, which I disagree with. I don't like the fact that they don't want people to criticize him. Nobody appointed him. He's doing us a social favor. So therefore, he is in fact more open to scrutiny than a politician itself. You understand? Because he is our peer. So to scrutinize him is a lot easier than to scrutinize a politician. You understand what I'm saying? So we should focus on everything he does, whether it is 90-10 or 10-90 or 95
sides,
whatever. Everything he does,
we should focus on.
However, we should give him credit where credit is due.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying.
Maintain.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone.
I think Tunde wants to say something.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Evening.
Yeah, I've been following the program and I've listened to everyone. But here is my own opinion. Mr. Ben, good evening.
Evening today. How are you, sir?
Yes, I'm fine, sir. Yeah, I'm going to cite an example, and this is between me and you.
Okay, sir.
Related to GDM that we are discussing now. The other man, what's his name now? Verified mention, percentage, and all of that. I'm not going to use that. Now, 2000, I've been following you since 2014, sir.
That's when I have never looters.
Yeah, looters, yes, on Facebook.
Yes.
And then, most of your talks then was about, Jonathan's administration and all of that.
Yes. So I just want you to give a recap to the people that follow this platform, because for those of you guys that met me I started TikTok about a year ago now, or if not.
It's been very bad.
I don't really do. So if you give them a feedback, I am a very, I have no bias.
No bias, yeah.
I don't do bias. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought what I'm about to do, and I have no fear. So your insult has been coming since 2014. Literally, people have been insulting me since 2014 to today. And I can tell you something. My kids are in uni. I still make money. I'm still living a good life. I still have 3 times holiday a year. So keep your insult and let us brainstorm. I may get it wrong, but you cannot silence me. Get it right.
Exactly where I want to come out from now.
Go ahead.
Then you were like an advocate. You opened our eyes to the Jonathan's administration, and if I can remember very well, somehow you supported Buhari.
Yes, because at that time I supported Buhari because we all thought, we all thought so a savior was coming to save us.
Was coming, exactly.
I supported Buhari too. I lost friends.
When Buhari did not do it,
you came out again. Yes, you came out again. Yeah, so that's my point now. I've been your fan. I've been following you, and I know what you stand for. I know your ideology very well. I know you. I can remember your post about the Nigerian Railway. I think you went to Nigeria one time.
They wanted to sell you. I was in Abuja going to Kaduna, and
I think they wanted to sell you fake
tickets or whatever. They took my car.
They arrested you that day, yeah.
Yes, but when I met Amechi, everything was done, and they actually fixed that. They actually fixed that station in Kubwa because of that incident that happened that day.
That happened.
Go ahead.
You know, so my point is, you know, then if I want to go back then, you know, you actually thought Buhari was going to be the Messiah and all of that. And, you know, that was not it at the end of the day. So concerning this VDM issue also, I don't want us to, you know, we've been talking about percentage and all of that, you know, wrong and right, you know, let us focus on the fact that the guy is trying to give some people, you know, a voice. You know, like politically he's zero. He's zero. And he's someone that wants to get involved with everything. And I like somebody said something like, why don't he should concentrate on, you know, the area is very, very, very good, that he understands very well. That is fighting for people, fighting for fighting corruption and all of that, you know. So me, my own take is instead of us, you know, focusing on his negativity, we are human beings. There's nothing like perfection when it comes to humans. Yes, it's only God that holds perfection. Let us focus on the fact that Nigerians have been suppressed, we have been oppressed, and now we are beginning to find our voices. And all we can, the best we can do is to come together, bring the negative, try to put it into positive, and have a common voice to fight for the, you know, for the average Nigerians. The culprits here are the politicians, are the elite. VDM is, in fact, you know, I watched your show like 2 or 3 days ago, and I was dropping comment because I was at work. I could not really come up. That Mr. Ben, VDM is not, you have never discussed this kind of issue before. So I don't even see importance of VDM in all of this. Rather, we should be encouraging the likes of VDM. We should try to correct their wrongdoings and encourage their positives. Because that is what we have to keep on fighting for till we get to where we want to get to. You know, so that's just my own submission. So the body issue. Yeah, so that's my submission for now.
I just wanted to point out something.
Let me address to Mr. Tunde, because Mr. Tunde, you actually remind me, a couple of people have come here. There is one man in America that said, Mr. Ben, I've been looking for your page. I said I deleted it. And then you are here now to remind us where we used to come from. When we supported Buhari, I just want to remind people that may not know what we did that time. We supported him because we thought he was coming. We thought he was old because of the history we have when Buhari was a president. We did that first 4 years for him. And after the first 4 years, he got returned. And I begin to observe. There's a guy called Mohammed Megoma. Mohammed is from Lagos. And we have Zara Onyinye. Then we have Emeka Chigoze from Anambra State. Then we have George Udom of Akwa Ibom from Uyo. We have mega team. And the name Buharist, we curve it. I want you guys to we curve the name Buharist. I went to Aso Rock, I met ministers and all those kind of things. But I was observing the government. After 4 years, I said, no, I'm not going to support this government again. And I begin to criticize. I became the most critic of the government. And then Zara, all of these bloggers, they double tap their power and begin to promote Buhari nonsense, like nonsense, literally. I laughed and I told them, this government I have seen so far, we cannot get it wrong again. They are finished. And that's how I stopped supporting the guy. This is me, because I want to be convinced to support VDM. I don't want to be coerced to support VDM. Are you guys listening? There is a way people are trying to condition other people to see what he's doing. I want to see what he's doing. Because when I'm convinced to support him, he got me for life. But when I'm not convinced and you coerce me to agree, I'm not real. I'll be false. I'll be lying to him. And this is where they are getting it wrong. I am not against him as a person. I want you to understand. I will fight for him as a human being. But the ideology that I'm seeing that can be taken advantage of is what I am after. That ideology that his supporters are able to condition people to reason in some certain way is not acceptable for me and my ideology. And it shouldn't be acceptable in any civilized society. So what I have realized so far, sorry.
Yeah, Mr. Ben.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, actually, what you say here now actually convinced me that okay, even though some many times you have a maybe you shoot on VDM and I see it to be a negative perspective for the past time, but I understand your perspective on this whole VDM stuff and the country stuff. But the reason why I had this kind of thought before was that you made a video where you said that there's the beginning of the end of VDM, and you said it's coming down. That got to me. I'm like, wait, even if you want to criticize or scrutinize someone, it should be in a much more diplomatic fraction, not like negatively, like 1000% negative. 50-50 was to be much better, but the phrase you used that day, it really got to me. But now I understand your perspective towards this whole.
I know when you are in the media, you go for the most outlandish heading, and that's where you
No comment.
that's why you are able to get your message out.
Yes,
When
to
I
deliver
see
your
that,
message.
because I don't
It's a
want to talk,
strategy.
I don't want to talk to the people that hate VDM. I am not gathering the VDM haters. I am gathering thoughtful thinkers that are supporting VDM, that can interject their knowledge. And this opportunity we are asking, VDM should make his platform more feedback. His
Less toxic.
supporters should be able to tell him openly what if he done something wrong. They should say it before I say it here. I want to see the Rattle Gang with almost 900,000 followers correct VDM when he's going wrong. And VDM will see, oh, this is coming from Rattle Gang. I need to retract my step. That is how to checkmate people, check and balances.
Correct.
In a situation where you go on the comment section of Rattle Gang and you see 1,000 people supporting VDM, go on, you are the best, 1,000 people. 1,000. You should be running away. VDM should be scared of that platform because I don't think they are helping him, because VDM is a human being. After he vomits some of the things he vomits, I'm sure he regrets it. But the Rattle Gang find it useful to come on their platform and say, sir, we like you, oh, don't keep doing this. Because once you do that, you are telling him, oh, guy, if you don't drive well, now we go vest for you, pass. He go readjust. He go think of you before he go make decision. Because you buy his ideology. Does he buy yours?
No.
This is where I want our people to think. Now, if Tinubu policy is not good, Buhari policy is not good, and everyone around Buhari are telling you you're the best president that ever exists after Jesus,
you feel very convinced.
You're the best that ever exists. Just imagine if his minister sat him down and said, sir, we don't like this. And one of his ministers go on the paper and say something. We're not happy with the policy. Though they will fire him, but the minister has spoken his mind. And that's what will happen on VDM platform now. For example, the Rattle Gang. If one Rattle Gang that would die for VDM today criticize VDM, you will see other Rattle Gang quickly attacking him.
Mr. Ben.
They will quickly silence him. No, sorry, sir. I want to advise those Rattle Gang. If any Rattle Gang have an opinion that is different from yours and they are still rattle, don't abuse them. Chain it in. Is good for VDM, is good for his mission. I have defended VDM on this platform. How many of you believe that I've defended him? And I put 99.9. VDM does not thief any money from the hair. I've never come here and say VDM is thieving charity money. Have anybody ever heard me saying that?
No.
On the day VDM did that prank, I came here, I defended him. I said, bloggers are stupid. I said, how can you guys be doing this? VDM said he was driving that car to Hilton. For you guys to know, I hear what he's saying. And he said, oh, I'm going to drive this car from Abuja Gate to Hilton now. Any car can catch me. But when I finish, I return it back. And as soon as VDM say my money is missing, bloggers are posting the car and VDM, how he used $60,000 to go and buy a car. Does that make any sense?
No.
And the
blogs
that are doing it are big blogs. Then you saw people analyzing nonsense. VDM take 30 million. Where did you hear that? Did I do that?
No.
So this
Really,
I think let me suggest something.
Yeah.
Let me suggest something for this debate. I think we should, in order to give everybody a fair opportunity to contribute, I think we should go. So you should control the box and give everybody like maybe 1 minute each to contribute without interfering.
Yes.
I think that would be.
Moscow, go ahead.
yeah,
So
Mr.
just
Ben, good
just
evening.
time it for 1 minute, and then
I just quickly want to say something. I don't want to take much time today. Sorry. So I like what you are saying. I told you something last time. I said how I wish this guy have a legal team that advise him before coming to social media to say some certain thing. I watched a video today where the guy was saying that the Ohaneze Ndibo, that they said that Nigeria will pay them 10 trillion naira for the damages they caused to the people. Then the guy was saying that the idea, but for the Ohaneze calling Tinubu is wrong. You see what I'm saying? For the Ohaneze calling Tinubu is wrong, that they're supposed to call Nigerians to pay them the money. Before you mention anybody in Nigeria now, the first citizen we have in Nigeria now is who?
The president.
It's our president. Who is the message supposed to go to? The president to tackle the issue. But now he said they should not talk to the president, that they should talk to Nigeria. Who is Nigeria?
I want to, can I say something, sir?
Say.
We agree with him on that one.
exactly.
Abel, please let me talk, guys. The reason I agree with him is this. If you call Tinubu may go in 4 years. If you're suing Tinubu go. Tinubu is an elected official, it will go. If you sue Nigeria, the story that came out today came out almost 40 years later. So if you're suing Nigeria, we'll have a court case for the next 40 years, not in the next 4 years. So I think the person that Ohaneze should be suing is not Tinubu, is the state of Nigeria, the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to sue them for depriving one region so much harm. That is a Nigeria that have caused such an unprecedented harm against Ndibo. So calling Tinubu is wrong, because Tinubu is going to be there for 4 years. Tinubu can die tomorrow. If you go to Supreme Court or to go to
federal government,
and Tinubu is the headline, the tribunal in the World Court, and Tinubu died, the government will say, sorry, now Tinubu you call, in don't go. The new one, are you going to starting a new case and say President this should sue Nigeria, because government is continuity.
Even if there's going to be a case, they can never put in this name.
However, I believe that VDM should be sensitive. These are not topic to caricature with. I watched the video, and when he said that, I just shook my head. And I'm glad you mentioned that here. And I hope I can satisfy your answer, sir.
Yeah, it's okay. No problem. Just why I said it like calling out Tinubu also will trigger the case fast. To me, like telling Tinubu now, because he's the president, this is what these people are asking for. And because you are the front runner, what are you going to do? Because I think now, if like they call Nigeria, right? But if the man decided they are not going to attend to that case, it's possible until he finishes his tenure.
Then another government will attend to it. Another government will attend to it. It's not a marathon that runs fast. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. And the marathon has been coming for years. The Ndibo has been facing this stigmatization for years, and it's not likely going to go next year. It's going to be here, and the justice that they deserve will come to them. I totally agree with that notion that the state should be sued instead of an individual.
All right,
in fact, even if there is a case, Tinubu's name is never going to appear on that case. Absolutely. Even if there's a court case, it's going to be federal government versus whoever is suing. Yes. So, but however, it can channel the issue to the president, and say, Mr. President, help us facilitate whatever we need to do. So that's a different thing. But in terms of
it's called lobby. They can lobby Jagaban to do the right thing by the
right thing when it's there.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
All right, so, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. May I have something to say? There's nobody saying anything.
Yeah,
I just want to touch three things very
just
quickly.
join us.
Yeah.
ATL, go ahead.
Okay.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Evening.
Mr. Ben, thank you very much for bringing me up. It's been long I come on your platform.
Thank you.
Since the last day you brought Mrs. Kemi, that was
Kemi,
the last
yeah,
time
Dr. Kemi, the journalist.
Dr. Kemi, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really, the thing I want to say about the whole VDM issue, I'm not supporting him or her. I'm not
Go ahead
supporting him
and
because
express yourself. This is
okay,
a freedom platform.
Okay, me, I don't support anybody in Nigeria where I am because we don't like the truth when you are speaking the truth in public, especially when the truth you are speaking. For example, as Mr. Bay, you always say, when you are speaking the truth, especially when the truth is not when people are not benefiting from it, they see you as a bad person.
Absolutely.
That is how Nigeria works because it's a bypass country. So VDM of a thing, I don't know if he's working for anybody, Sha, but sometimes he is always stepping out of the line. I know most cases he has to fight with evidence and all that, but most of the time he's always stepping out of the line because when there are some things you present unexpectedly, people will be shocked. How did you get it? So people will be shocked. How did you get it? He can post a video now. In 2 hours later, he will get more evidence. So I keep wondering, who is this person? Is he a Nigeria? Is he a spirit? Is he a ghost? I don't know. Because of the way he's telling some evidence. I remember the case of Access Bank. I couldn't hear anything about that case till today. I don't know what.
Because he couldn't get evidence for that.
Evidence. So the way he was emphasizing on the 500 million, I was thinking, okay, at the end of the day, they are going to get the money. But all of a sudden, we couldn't hear the issue again till now. So
and then if I stop, you know that we know that woman was right.
Yes.
We know that woman was right. Because if you have no balance on your account, there won't be a statement that will read 1 kobo or even 2 kobo.
Yeah,
if you have
right.
no balance on your account, no account will stay there for 5 years.
Yeah, you're right.
So that woman was right. So something happened between VDM visiting Access Bank and the power that be. That woman has went incommunicado now. Because that I knew when VDM presented that Access Bank will never admit that. Access Bank will rather pay 1 billion than to admit that.
In the back.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Access Bank will rather pay 1 billion than to admit that in the public. So when you're talking about being compromised, we have our fact. VDM is a young man. As you guys are encouraging, we're going to give him a chance, but we must not give him a pass.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. You're right.
Go ahead.
So you are right, because not everything that he's doing, most things that he's doing is just like something that you get information from somebody, you tender it to him, and it will just, the more you keep talking, the more you keep bringing evidence. I pray that he should be able to. I pray for him not to fall, because Nigeria is a country whereby when you miss one line, it's finished. You can't get it right again. So I just pray he should be able to minimize his space, and also the other side of not keeping people's secret when people try to tell you or express their self-secret to you. When you have issue with them, you brought it again, you use it against them. That part, he should be able to be very, very careful, because there is nobody who doesn't have secret. And I believe that a lot of people has his own secret ahead of what is going to happen tomorrow. So he can't be free. So you should just try and be careful on that part. Everything, if somebody tell you something, even if you have issue with the person, try and settle with the person rather bringing someone's secret to damage his image. So that's what all I can say for that, Mr. Ben.
Yeah. I want to say something, please, because somebody asked, how does VDM got his evidence? I came out day before yesterday here and I said that there are some things that don't need to be said, and there are things that need to be said. I am not in Nigeria, I'm in the UK. But I believe, and as I said before, VDM is naive and he's being used. If you go on his page now, there's an audio there of Nedo talking casually with somebody about the billboard. And that audio was recorded. And currently, VDM is playing it. I said it yesterday. I said that nobody can win VDM in Nigeria. 100 SAN, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, will not be able to win VDM. A bank will not be able to win VDM. When I say this, people think, oh, Ben, why are you saying he's working for the government? He might not know he's working for the government. But there's no smoke without fire. If I decided to stop talking about VDM, I can work against him in private, in secret. I will not do that. I'm not a devil. If I'm going to kill you, I'll tell you I will shoot you on the forehead. Not back. I don't do it. I'm a Gbira boy. I don't do that. So I will tell you today that Nigeria is corrupt. And the people that protect the country are protecting VDM. And VDM is capable of bringing anybody down.
Well, I think that's a theory. I think that's a theory.
Theory is something that people interpret. That's my own. It's not a fact, but I can tell you this.
I agree with you, Ben.
Well, your comment just slides me straight into my own comment. You see, I realized when I've debated with with some Nigerians is that some of our youths don't understand the difference between certain terminologies. For example, the difference between sycophancy and loyalty. They think if you are just stupidly, if you are a sycophant, you are loyal. No, a sycophant will not necessarily be loyal. A sycophant is just looking for where he will eat at the time, and when you are gone, you are gone. He may not be loyal to you when you're not in power anymore. And a lot of our youth misinterpret that and say, oh, we are loyal, whereas they're being bloody sycophants. Secondly, some don't understand the difference between emotions and facts. We try to argue with emotions without presenting some factual evidence. And this is one of the mistakes VDM2 is making. Like I said, I'm a VDM supporter. However, there are some mistakes he's making that is emotionally involved rather than providing factual details to certain issues. And also he's modeling into certain issues which I don't think he should. Good evening. I think what he's currently doing, well done. I think what he's currently doing in terms of social justice is fine, and it's bringing value, whether we like it or not. It's bringing value to the country.
I disagree with you. When you talk about value, what value is it bringing now?
Okay, allow me to
value. What value?
Okay, can I answer that?
Yeah,
Mr. Ben. Yeah. So
one at a time.
Wait,
sorry, let them have that conversation because Logic wanted to ask him what value is VDM bringing into the country.
Yeah, exactly. So value can be subjective, first of all. So what is value to you might not necessarily be value to me. But however, his fans are finding something that is giving it. For example, where there are cases of people defrauding people online, he has resolved the cases and helped people to get their money back. That is value. You can't. That is in fact invaluable.
How does he help people to get the value? What method did he use to get the money back?
By investigating, by providing evidence, by taking them to court.
Who is he taking to court?
Okay.
No.
Can I comment there?
Wait. Let me answer him. Look, in terms of settling a matter, you don't necessarily have to go to court. So
you just said by taking people to court. Now you're saying it doesn't necessary to take people to court. I don't understand.
An inference from it. Let me land. I'm trying to draw an inference from that. So in any civil matter, yeah, the position of the court is actually for you to settle it outside court. The court don't necessarily want you to come to court, you know. And if you can settle it out of court and bring that position and say, look, Judge, we have discussed it. This is our position. The court will accept it. And that I think that is what is happening in most cases. So settling out of court. So, but there is also the intention to drag some to court, but some will come out and say, okay, I will give you the money back. If somebody said they're going to give you your money back, what is the point of taking them to court? Absolutely no need. They said, we agree, we accept the accusation or allegation, and we're going to pay the money back. So what is the point of going to court again? So whether he gets the money back from court or he gets the money back by discussing with them, he gets the money back. That is value to the person that has lost the money originally. That is value to them. You understand? And whether we like it or not, it is some sort of value. And we have to give him credit.
I disagree. That's not value. That's not value.
Logic.
Can you define value for me?
Logic.
What's the definition of value?
Logic.
No, wait, calm down. Let me finish.
Wait.
I want to understand. When you say value, what is the definition of value?
Wait. Anything that gives you some sort of that addresses your issue can be called a value. Okay, so if I go and take my money now and I sit down in a £200,000 hotel for one day, to you it might look like waste of money. To me, I might just be enjoying the seaside, and that is value to me. You understand?
The method in which VDM retrieve money from wherever
the method is a separate matter. The objective
is a bullying method, and that cannot be attached to value. That is not value.
Please let me come up. I want to go.
No. It's not your turn yet. Wait, governor. It's not your turn.
You have been speaking on money. You have.
I know now. I just
come on, you gotta hold on there. Governor, go ahead.
Mr. Ben.
Yes.
Frankly speaking, if you see yesterday, I disagree. I've been disagreeing with you over a period of time now, but today I was much impressed. You see, I've never gifted you before. You see how
so you
because
are not gifting me because
no. When
now,
I now realize from today that I think you are now taking some of our opinions. You see, like when you see where you say the right, like you said, filter the right from the wrong. You see, I love that word. And another word you just said, he is doing well. We shouldn't give him a pass mark. Yes, I love that. What I'm saying, Mr.
A chance, not a pass mark.
Not a pass mark. I want to logic.
Yeah.
Ever since I've been following this program, this topic, VDM, let me know, it's not an insult, but from my own thinking and from my own view, I think the way you counter everything is like it's now coming as if you hate him, because what I'm saying is that if someone
I need to know when you
wait, let me finish. What I'm saying this is that
please, Mr. Ben, I would love to know more.
If someone, you do something for someone, the person is okay with it, that say, I'm okay with it. Monoye said VDM have collected money for some people, and those people have testified and they are happy about that.
That's value.
So you logic, You shouldn't come here and be asking how, when, even while you go, even when you go to police, they collect your money. Sometimes you cannot even get that money.
What is the value of what?
Sometimes wait.
When you finish, I'll answer you. Don't worry. Go ahead.
Wait. Even if you go to court, Nigerian court, you go to police, sometimes you cannot even get that money.
Exactly.
I want to jump in, please. What Mr. Logic say and what he stands for, I think is within his right to see whether VDM is adding value to the society or he's disvaluing the society. What you people or myself to do is, and VDM to do, is to show that is adding value to the society. One thing that I keep saying is this: if your followers are telling you you are winning, you are not really winning. You need to listen to what other people.
No, Mr. Ben, sorry, this is not about followers. Mr. Logic should use the right English.
Hold on, please.
Value is relative. It's relative.
Value is relative.
And nobody can argue it is relative.
And it is subjective in some
Of course, yeah.
Now, I want to quote the part of the Bible that says, little forces that spoil the divine. I want us to understand that. Now, I want VDM, if he's listening, which I'm sure he's listening, I want him to know that the way he's rising, he need to pay attention to his critic.
Exactly.
Very, very important. When they say keep going, you got to break down. You have to think. If I'm driving with you now, Mr. Covert, and I am driving with you to London, for especially, and I'm running 75 in a road where I'm supposed to run 50, your responsibility as my co-passenger is to ask me to chill.
Yeah.
When you are telling me, go on, Ben, we might not arrive at our planned destination.
Yeah.
Even though we are going faster, it looks like we are cruising.
Yeah.
The danger in the speed like that is big. Nobody can bring VDM down, not even me. If his mission is legit, his honesty, his integrity that we spoke so much about is real. No matter how much I try, it will reveal itself to me, and I will intentionally I will give up myself. People are telling me, don't talk. That is when human curiosity even become more active.
Sorry.
Want to
exactly.
So
sorry, let me
us to doubt him, to say he's not doing anything. Let us be like the opposition party that will never tell the government they are doing well. But that doesn't mean the government is not doing well.
Exactly.
It put the government on a higher ground to even produce
on
more
their toes. Yes.
Let us have that mind, open mind. Nobody is going personal on.
Sorry.
Let me finish because I'm recording. Nobody go personal on VDM. Like you want his well-being to be truncated. You want him to seek. No, we are all going on ideology. So when you talk about value, we are also talking about the ideology. Of course, what I may not see as a value, you may see it as a value. It's within your right to see and to explain to me. But you cannot force me today to accept that is a value.
And you cannot force someone to change.
Mr. Logic may play like that's actually a value.
And you cannot force someone to disregard that as value.
As value as well, exactly.
Yes.
You understand? Yes. So, Mr. Ben, sorry, let me add my last one.
Please,
you said
I
if
want
someone,
to respond to
if you are driving
I
with
got
me.
people who address that. I want to bring Papa Pekin before Ismail Abelo, please.
Papa Pekin, I'm going, Mr. Ben. Last one. You said if you are driving with me from Netherlands to London, also.
Yeah, and I'm
so maybe we have 3 passengers. 3. So do you think that maybe one of them might be okay with the speed because of maybe let me meet up to where I'm going to, and 2 of them might say, oh, slow down because of our lives, danger ahead. You understand? So VDM has 2 million or so followers. It's not everyone that, like me, if I see I'm matured enough to see right and wrong. You understand? So it doesn't mean that all VDM followers are just clapping for him.
I appreciate that analogy that you just gave based on what I have put out. Now, this is where it becomes very important. The power of silence is dangerous.
Yeah.
Just because three of you are with one passenger and 2 people are happy for the driver to be speeding, it will overpower your voice of actually saying slow down. You have to speak out.
Yeah.
Because you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly.
Please, let's come up.
That your word may be the word that will make him to slow down. But if you be silent just because the 2 other passengers like it, you are not happy. Thank you very much. Let me bring somebody else.
All right.
Before you do, I would like to address Clover in what he said so that we can clear this up.
Who want to address him then, please?
Yeah, because he said, from the way I speak, it's like I have hatred for VDM. I don't have a personal hatred for VDM. My name is Logic. I reason logically. For you to convince me anything is right, you have to show me action. You have to show me working, like they say in Nigeria, show working. Now, I asked a question. I said something. I gave an instance. I said, if someone is an armed robber, for instance, and he robs people, take their money, take their possession, and use that same possession and money to do charity for homeless people, to give widow, to give people in need. Does that make that person a good person?
Well, how does that apply to VDM? How does that apply to VDM?
Wait, don't worry.
Wait, he's asking me.
I'm just asking. Does that answer the question first? Does that make that person a good person?
Yes or no?
Well, it's unethical.
I will answer your question, Logic. It doesn't make the person a right or wrong person.
You're not answering the question. Does that make the person a good person? Is it yes or no?
No.
Simple question. No.
No.
Oh.
No. Can I back it up? I've answered your question. Can I back
you said
it up?
No.
The answer was yes or no.
No.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So now, my point about VDM is this. People say he helped people to collect money. And I said, what is the method he used? And from my own observation about VDM, the method he uses to collect money from people is bullying, whereby he comes and gives you a mandate and say, if you don't do this, I will do this. And out of fear, because such people he's been calling out are people with brands, because they don't want to lose their brand, they don't want trouble, they just comply.
But even some
wait, let me finish.
You have any evidence to back that up?
Even some security agents.
Mr. Logic, anyway, PDM collects retrieve money.
I live in a civil society. It matters a lot.
It matters.
Doesn't really matter. Why would they say?
Calm down, guys. Let me finish. We're yet to read.
No. Wait.
Let me answer that question. I'm interested in that question.
We are yet to reason, guys. Let me finish now. Let me finish.
Let's do reason. Is VDM a pastor that collect offering and tithe for people?
I live in a civil society where that kind of behavior is condemnable.
Wait now, let Logic Man finish. We are adults. Let him finish.
Okay, I live in a society where such actions or such behavior is not welcome. People frown at such behavior. Because if it's in a civil society, you cannot go and meet a single individual to say, hey, help me collect my money or help me do that. You should know the right process. It's because Nigeria has failed. Yes. People are going to VDM and seeing him as a messiah. And the way he goes about this thing.
Okay, let me answer you so that I will go, please.
Please now, Mr. Govan.
No.
You're not letting me finish my point. So how do we arrive at
Mr. Govan, you've had enough. You've been here for 2 hours.
Yeah. No, Mr. Ben, let me answer him for the last time that I go.
No, let him
ask me a
question before you answer him. Let him finish.
Can I go ahead now?
Yeah, yes, boss.
Now, okay, I'll give you an instance of the Bobrisky case. Look at the way he handled that case. He came out and said, Bobrisky, you are owing such a person 1 million naira or whatever. If you don't pay this money, this is what I'm going to do. And Bobrisky didn't answer him. And the next thing he did was to release an audio tape of Bobrisky making conversation with EFCC or something like that. What do you call that kind of action? Yes, he wants to get the money, but the method he used, that is a blackmail. And I cannot support such kind of thing.
Okay. Let me answer your question. Then I'll go down. Answer. I don't want distraction. Please.
That's subsequent issues like that. Apart from I can give you another one. I can give you another one.
It's okay.
I can go ahead and start calling them one by one.
You guys are just four fighters.
Logic man. In Western world, like this place I am, an individual cannot do that.
So what do you support?
Wait, now I'm coming now. Did I disturb you while you are talking? We have a body called debtors collectors here. You see, even network or whatever, if you are owing any company, they will threaten you with debtors collectors. So fine. Normally, you are supposed to go to the police if someone is owing you or whatever. But when you go to me and you knows that when you go to that police or court, which it seems that is the right way, right? When you go there, you will not even get that money.
How do you know you won't get the money? Have you gone to court and you receive your money?
I have tried it so many times.
Even me.
I have tried it so many times.
Wait now, let him finish.
So, in every way, in as much as he didn't threaten you with gun, okay, in as much as I didn't threaten you with what is it called? This thing. If he threatened you, why don't you go and report him to the police that is threatening you that if he didn't pay this money, exactly, that he is going to do that? Why didn't you show him?
I want to ask you guys a question because this topic is going nowhere because the mindset behind it is completely it's not going to go anywhere. Now, I understand that we have a country whereby the rule of law is not the order of the day and people do anyhow they want. However, the method BDM is using to coerce people to pay what they own or what they assume they own is unethical, but it's working because those people budge out. Okay, not that they stand their ground. For example, if you, Mr. Govard, you owe somebody 2 million and VDM called you out that you owe somebody 2 million and you tell VDM F off, tell the person to show invoice, tell the person to go to court. Are you listening to what I'm saying?
Yes.
And VDM supporter come on your platform, Mr. Govard, you are idiot, you thief, you the thief. You hold your own evidence why you're owing that person or why you're not owing that person. But you don't mind about all the insult. What else can VDM do?
Okay, can I come in there?
Yes.
So first of all, Logic Man, I understand where you're coming from. People say the end justify the means, but when it's unethical, then it doesn't justify the means. And I agree with that position. However, I don't agree with you saying VDM is using unethical ways to get results because VDM has a huge chain of law. In fact, one of the number one lawyers in Nigeria is VDM supporter, which is this Yoruba guy. What's his name? You mentioned him earlier, Ben. His name just Deji. Deji is his lawyer. Deji is a prominent Nigerian lawyer, and is Deji
just got licensed last year, so he's not a prominent.
Yeah, but he's well known. He's well known.
Hold on, he's been an activist, and then he got a license last year to practice law. and what he has been doing so much is social media law that he's doing. But
okay,
let us be realistic here, because
let me finish my point.
No,
Ben, let me finish my point.
I want, Oga, you've had when you started before, you said, Mr. Ben, we have to time everyone. And to be honest with you, you have had the evening. We started together,
no, really.
And it's almost 2 hours, and we are still here together. So you have to allow me to motivate.
Mr. Ben, see, I've been here since. Let me see. I can still contribute, please.
Ismaila, you will talk now. I just want to make it clear to Omo. Omo,
okay.
Listen, on this platform, at the end of the day, whatever happened on this platform come on my head. I have to make sure I direct the drive in a way whereby my heat on me is bigger than the heat on you or on anyone on this platform. This is my platform. And Mr. Logic is a member here. You are a member here, and every one of us is a member here. But at the end of the day, if they are quoting people tomorrow, it's Mr. Ben they are quoting. Now, let me just make my conscience clear to you guys about this VDM tactic that I am looking at. My advice to VDM is this. If you want to continue in this, if not that he doesn't listen to advice, when he finally comes to his senses and start listening to advice, let him go with this charity as well. He can register a debt collecting company in Nigeria with his supporter, with a debt collecting company behind him. When somebody bring a case to him, he should go and get a court judgment against that person. That is how a rule of law is applied. What VDM is doing, I'm going to be brutally honest, is bully to comply. He based his post on the feedback of his follower, believing that his follower will go and throw that page and put everyone on at ease, and those people will comply. In a real world, that is what bullying means. I want to bring example to you guys tonight, and this is very fresh. The lady in London that said, if you tell me to rest, I'll curse your papa and I'll put RIP inside your life. I see whatever you call yourself. This is my platform. I will not rest. And if you tell me I rest, may I add RIP into your life? May your brain
rest. Calm down.
No.
Ignore the comment.
No. May your brain receive rest.
Mr. Ben, ignore those things.
No, I am not ignoring it. Nobody should tell me to ignore it. This is war. This is Twitter war. This is social media war. Nobody will come on my platform and tell me to rest because they don't want me to say what I want to say. May you rest with your family member. Thunder fire you, make I rest. You dey listen?
You know, be preacher of love.
Now, let me go and complete what I'm saying. Now, VDM came out yesterday and talked about this lady that they heal in London. Like, he say, I pay Nedu 60 million to do promotion for me. I want evidence that the promotion was done. And throughout the VDM released another information today about how that was not spent at all. And then the lady made a video and sent it to VDM. I took my time to watch the video. Now, I see a lot of inconsistency in what the lady is saying.
Your voice is low, Ben.
Hello?
Check your mic.
Sabine, please, I would love to come.
Sabine,
please, can I contribute now?
Let him finish now. Ben is still talking. I'll just relax.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ben. Thank you for the opportunity. So, like, what I really want, I've been here for like 2 hours now. I've been listening to everybody. But, you know, the system of Nigeria, if really the system of Nigeria is working, all these activities VDM is doing wouldn't have been necessary. It wouldn't have been necessary, but the system is not working. You understand? Because those people that, most of those people online, those all vendors online that collect people's money, I believe they are defrauding people. And these people that defraud of their money, they don't have the platform to drag for the money. Even when they are dragging for the money, they can't drag because I believe they are the less privileged. So they don't have the platform to drag for the money. It's just like I believe the people duping people, collecting money from people, all in the name of buying things online, and you didn't give the person what the person paid for. I believe that is, we should call those people the highest bully. They are the one bullying people. How will you collect money from person and you people make a transaction, make business? The transaction went on, you didn't exchange the commodity. Maybe the person paid you money, you refuse to give the person what he paid for. That is the fraud. That is fraud. So anyway, BDM is collecting money from those people, I don't really think it's an offense because they are criminals. If Nigeria, like now, I'm in Germany, whatever I want to buy, I buy things online, I pay. If they will come and knock my door and bring my things. That is trust. Because if someone defrauds you in Germany, yeah, you know the company you buy from, you can just take everything to police. Instantly they will fetch it. But that is not working in Nigeria. If they defraud you, somebody should defraud you now as an individual in Nigeria, and you take such case to police. That case, you see, maybe the person even have higher hand. Let's take the case of B-Lord. What happened in the case of B-Lord? Imagine that person like B-Lord that is without his platform. How can you, okay, maybe I buy some, maybe I bought a ticket flight from B-Lord and the thing didn't go well. How will I get in touch to somebody like B-Lord? It's not possible. You understand what I'm saying? So VDM, what VDM is doing, I believe all of us, what we should have been doing as an individual and as a Nigeria is maybe contribute together with our energy to support that boy. Anyway, it's dragging. Nigeria is a very difficult place. Nigeria is a dead country already. There's no law that works in Nigeria. No law work. Nothing work. Even imagine the government you are talking about, the Senate, everybody. Are they not criminals? They are all. So if VDM, they need iron hand. Everybody in Nigeria need iron hand. They need they need bully before they can retrieve the money from them. How will you retrieve money in normal way? He say, okay, normal procedure. You are owing me money. I'll go and arrest you. If I arrest you, how will the police collect the money from me? When the person will come back to police station and bribe the police will not be turned against me again. BDM has the platform to drag money for people. That is what he's doing. I think he deserves some accolade.
I think he deserves some accolade. I want to thank you for that, Ishmaela. I want to bring Papa Pikin. Go ahead.
Papa Pikin.
I'm sorry.
God bless you, sir. And greetings to all Nigerians and all my brothers across the world. You know, I'm calling from right here in Nigeria, in Delta State particularly.
Go ahead and have your seat.
Okay. So it's very obvious in this country that the ones that are saying the truth, they are the bad people. You understand? Anyone that is fighting for the masses, anyone that is fighting for the good of the people, we always turn out to be a bad person. But after losing,
Can you hear?
we should support that particular guy because it's not really easy. If somebody like VDM is more like 5 or 6 in this country, just imagine the heat that will be in this country. In people's head that are playing Fraudster, like, so I've lose, like somebody